This story is about a farmer and his magic pot. Once upon a time, in a far-away village, lived a farmer called Peter. Peter was a good and honest man. He owned a few acres of land. Although he put all his hard work to be a good farmer, but his land never produced any crops while all of the farmers are successful. "Oh man, why do you plough every day? This land is not giving you a single crop since years. Now you should sell this land and buy a good land somewhere else."
"No, brother. This land belongs to my ancestors. They used to farm on this soil. I must be doing something wrong. I'm gonna try without giving up."
"I wish you all the best, brother." Peter did not want to give away his land at any cost. He spent days without food. He only ate fruits to survive. Every day he went and plowed day and night.
"I will plot until I find out why my land does not use crops. I sow seeds every year, but what happened to them? Where do my seeds go?"
Peter plowed the entire field. It was late afternoon. Peter was now too hungry. When he finally thought of resting and was about to stop plowing, his spade seemed to hit something deep into the ground.
"Oh, what a huge pot! That's rich! Who would bury a metal pot so deep in the land? This is useless."
Peter was angry as he had been wasted his energy over nothing. He threw his spade into the metal pot and went to rest in the shade of nearby tree, eating the carrots he had bought for himself. He stayed there for over an hour thinking about his land and feeling sorry. He knew he had to give the land away. He had no choice as he couldn't think of any other solutions.
"I have to be strong now. The ancestral land has to be given away. I must go home before it gets dark."
As Peter walked back to the pot to take his spade, to his surprise, he saw that his spade was multiplied to 100 spades in that pot. He was really surprised. He couldn't tell which spade belonged to him. He thought to himself,
"Oh, I did not bring 100 spades. I just brought only one spade. How come one spade become 100 spades? I don't understand."
he thought this must be something to do with the pot.
"This cannot be a magic pot. Let me try something."
He took away those 100 spades and took out a stone from nearby and put that stone in the pot. Then, when he looked inside the pot, instead of that single stone, there were 100 stones in the pot.
"This indeed is a magic pot. I cannot believe this. Let me take this pot home."
He thought about other things he could put in the pot.
"Firstly, let me put an egg. I am very hungry and have only been eating very little fruits."
He quickly went to the market and spent all his savings to buy one single egg. Then he placed that egg in the pot. In no time, the pot was full of eggs. Peter was very happy. He cooked 2 eggs for himself.
"I have never tasted anything like this."
From that day on, he used the pot to satisfy his needs. Whenever he was hungry, he would put a fruit in that pot and he would get 100 fruits back from the pot. Gradually, Peter started becoming rich, but he was very honest. He never used magic of the pot for satisfying his greed. He was not a greedy farmer. Peter always hid his pot well in the corner of his house under a cloth. However, his neighbor noticed that Peter was getting richer and richer every day, so he tried to find out the secret of his richness. One day, his neighbor was standing outside his window, peeping into Peter's house to find out what Peter is doing. That time, Peter kept a little spoon of milk inside the pot, and he took out a liter of milk from the pot.
Now I understand. The magical pot is giving him all the richness.
So this wicked and envious neighbor decided to steal this pot from Peter that night itself. He stole that pot from the farmer's house and took it back to his own house. He was very eager to find out the magic of the pot, but before that, he wanted to find out if there is anything inside the pot. So he put his hand in the pot, but obviously there was nothing in the pot. But to his surprise, when he took out his hand, he realized that now he has 100 hands, and he was very afraid because he was not knowing how to bring those 100 things back to one again. The next day, when he came out of his house, the people were really scared, and they thought that he is some kind of demon with 100 hands on one side and one hand on the other. So the villagers started stoning him and they drove him away. When Peter saw all this happening, he knew that his neighbor must have stolen the pot from him and must have put in his hands into it. The moral of this story is to not be envious of anyone and never ever steal things from anyone. Thanks for watching!